Ay, ay, ay. Alicia, get off my back, Alicia. I think there are some brothers, some passport bros that have boosted up Brazil and Rio more than it should be. And you know, I'm in Rio. You see the license plate that says Brazil, right? I feel like a lot of bros, man, speaking from a bro that's here, have unfairly boosted Brazil, man. Unfairly boosted Rio, Sao Paulo, and some of these other cities as places that passport bros should visit. And I'm gonna give you a few reasons why, right? You shouldn't visit Rio. You shouldn't visit Brazil. And there's other places a lot closer to the States. If that's where you're flying from, that's gonna give you a better experience. Now, let's go to one. The number one reason, right? It's in no particular order. I'm just going off the top, right? Pause. You're very unlikely, right? You're very unlikely to, you hear the Portuguese, you're very unlikely to find someone here that speaks English, right? Even in my Airbnb, right? Even in my Airbnb, right? The guy downstairs doesn't speak English, right? And I am not sure I've ever been in any Airbnb in the world, right? Maybe one out there that I forgot, where the guy in the apartment didn't speak English, right? You say, oh man, it's locals, they don't have to speak English. Okay, cool, great point. Zona Show, right? You see it. Grocery store doesn't speak English, right? No one in there speaks English, right? The machine is not in English, right? Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing with especially tourist destinations. You know, I'm near the road, right? You gotta watch the phone. That's how them bikers come. Shoo! You know, then I gotta go get it. Give me that back. No, anyway. Usually, right? Typically in tourist destinations around the world, right? You typically find people that speak English, right? You typically find people that speak English, right? Patty is a tourist destination, right? I could keep going on and on and on. Santo Domingo is a tourist destination, right? Dubai, like, I mean, just in big tourist destinations, right? You just go to ChatGPT, top 10 tourist destinations. Typically, a lot of those people are going to speak English, right? That's the problem here, right? Let's talk about the women, man. I've gone on a date. I mean, y'all see, you know, I love the big booties, right? Pause. You know, I love those big booty women, man. That's kind of my thing. That's always been my thing. It's been my thing since I was born, man. I love big booty women, right? But a lot of these women do not speak English, right? And people say, oh, dating apps, get off the date. Yeah, I've met a woman on the street. You know, you meet women here and there. You say hello or something, and she may or may not say something bad, right? I was just at the gym, right? Woman talking to me in Portuguese, right? I'm like, yo, like, and I'm not saying nobody in the entire country speaks English, right? But you're going to have a hard time finding someone that speaks English, right? And I'm going to tell you the only woman here that speaks English, right? Because I'm not like some of these other passport bros, the influencers, the travel guys, right? We're in Brazil, man. Google it. I'm not like some of these other guys. They be talking about cities and countries they ain't never been to. These guys be on YouTube interviewing people that been there. How's Brazil? How are the girls in Brazil? Bro, anyone can do that. I'm giving y'all live from the place, man. I ain't one of those fake passport bros trying to hustle y'all off someone else's opinion. I'm coming live and direct from where I'm speaking about, right? I'm the OG of this game, man. Put some respect on my name. But I said that to say, and I'm gonna be honest with you now. I'm gonna try not to get hit by a car while I'm making this video. Try not to get hit by a car. Come on, man. Get that piece of crap car out of here. I'm gonna be honest with you now. You paying attention? Live and direct. The majority of the women that speak English, right? You see, no one stole my phone. I'm out here with it. iPhone 16 Pro Max. See, no one stole my phone. But anyway, the majority of the women that gonna speak English in Brazil, right? Y'all pay attention now. Pay attention. The majority of the women that you're gonna find that speak English in Brazil are prostitutes or hookers. So, let me rewind that back. The majority of the women that you're going to find that speak English in Brazil are going to be prostitutes. Outside of that circle, right? Good luck. And it's damn near important. Listen, and I've said that before, I get on Tinder and Bumble and stuff a month in advance. Like, I got on Tinder and Bumble a month before I came to Colombia, a month before I came to, like, I'm because I've said that before, some women don't get on Tinder every day. Some women don't get on Bumble every day. And you'd be surprised, a lot of the same women that's on Tinder is on Bumble. But I get on these places a month in advance. That's my thing, right? I boost my profile, I super like, I do all these things, right? And I want to tell you guys, a lot of these women do not speak English, right? And I'm not a believer in, here's my thing, I'm not a believer in learning a language just to get a woman, right? Learning a language just to get a woman is an extreme level of desperation. Because guess what? You're the catch. She's winning from being with you, so why would you learn a language to be with her? And anyone that tells you learn a language to go to a country, tell them I said they're a fool. That don't make no sense. That's foolish. That's stupid. Anyone that say Chris keeps flying said you're an idiot. That's desperation. So every time I go to Thailand, I gotta learn Thai. When I go to China, I gotta learn Chinese. If I want to go to Japan, I gotta learn Japanese. If I want to go to Brazil, I gotta learn Portuguese. If I want to go to Colombia, I gotta learn 8 languages a year to talk to a woman. Make it make sense. So number one is the language. Most people here do not speak the language, and we're gonna talk about the other numbers real soon. I'm gonna get my workout in. Number 2, right? Number 2 reason you shouldn't come to Brazil, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Are there attractive women in Brazil? Yeah, sure. There's attractive women all over the world. There's attractive women in America, Albania, Romania, Croatia, Bosnia, Germany, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Costa Rica, Panama, Mexico, St. Lucia, St. Nick's, Jamaica, Hawaii. There's attractive women everywhere. I'm just being honest. There are attractive women here in Brazil. But I don't think it's worth the plane ride. I don't think it's worth the money. The guy was like, oh man, it's expensive going to Brazil. What's more than going to Colombia and Santo Domingo? And I understand from the States. Right, you can get to Santo Domingo, Santo Domingo and DR and those places, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, a lot quicker flights, a lot cheaper too. I don't think it's financially worth it to come to Brazil. And you say, hey, tell me why. I just feel like there are more beautiful women elsewhere. I don't feel like, hey man, Brazil has the most beautiful woman in the world. I don't feel like Brazil has the most beautiful woman in South America. Like I said, there are beautiful women here. I'm not saying they're not, right? But I think if you come here or when you come here, you can be like, Christy's Flying was right. Like, they're all right. Yeah, there's some, oh, she's coughing. I come to say. Yeah, there's some 8s, 9s, and 10s here. But there's also some 8s, 9s, and 10s in a lot of other places. If I'm being honest. I just feel like from a quality and quantity standpoint, you're going to do better somewhere else. I'm going to repeat that again. From a quality and quantity standpoint. How you doing? I always say hi to the police, man. They're your friends. From the quality and quantity standpoint, you're going to do better somewhere else, right? You're going to do better somewhere else. Where that somewhere else is, that's up to you to decide. But from a quantity and a quality standpoint, this ain't it. This is not it. It's not it. It's not it. And personally, I may be a little biased. Grandma got some hips on her. Personally, I may be a little biased, but I just feel like Dominicans, listen, Dominican Republic, in my opinion, got these women beat, right? And I've talked about this a few times. I'm gonna keep talking about it. You're gonna find a Dominican that you like. I'm saying Santo Domingo. I'm not talking about those pay-for-play places like Sosúa, Puerto Plata, Cabarete. Santo Domingo specifically, right? We're comparing Santo Domingo to Rio. You're gonna find a Dominican you like once you get off the plane. The Airbnb host, the lady that cleans your apartment. Going outside, like you're gonna find a Dominican that you're attracted to a lot quicker than you're gonna find a Brazilian that you're attracted to. This what beach is this? Ipanema. You are like going to the DR. Like I'm getting whiplash the whole time, right? I'm getting whiplash. Just walking outside. I'm not talking about going to the club. I'm not talking about going to the bar. I'm not talking about any of that. Just walking down the street, you're going to find an attractive Dominican. Let's say the beach. At the beach, right? In Santo Domingo, I know the water ain't that great. It ain't this, right? That ain't the clearest water I've ever seen in my life either. But Santo Domingo's, last time I was in Santo Domingo, the beach ain't look like this, right? And I'm not saying Rio has the best beaches. Definitely not saying that. But Santo Domingo's beach was a little dirty, right? Even the beaches. You go to the beach in Santo Domingo, right? You're going to find something that you like, right? And if you look at my first Ipanema beach video, right, that I posted, people probably didn't catch on to it, right? People probably didn't catch on to it, but it really wasn't no bad ones in that video. I walked around the beach from like damn near the beginning to damn near the end. Like I spent 45 minutes walking the beach to get y'all some video. And like I said, people probably didn't catch on to it, right? But it really wasn't no bad ones at that beach. I'm just being honest. It was probably 200 women in that video, right? And it really wasn't no bad ones in the video. Like I said, y'all didn't catch on to it, what I was doing, what I was highlighting, the flat asses and all that other stuff. Y'all probably didn't catch on to what I was doing. It was all, no one really caught on to it. But if you look at the video, it really wasn't no bad ones in the video. And I'm talking about 200 women at the beach. It wasn't, and I'm highlighting intentionally. You didn't catch on to it. That's fine. Go watch it again. It wasn't no bad ones there, man. Out of 200 women, it was maybe 2 that I probably would have talked to. Out of 200 now. So all those passport bros, and I'm not going to say their name, they know who they are. They're saying, come to Brazil, and Brazil's it, and beautiful women, and all this. Like I said, there are beautiful women here. But you're going to have a hard time finding them. I'm not saying every cute one here is a hooker, a prostitute. I'm not saying that, right? But you're going to have a hard time finding them. In the Dominican Republic, you're going to have an easier time finding them. Just FYI. No, this Ipanema, I'm sorry. I gotta get my beaches mixed up. All right, so let's talk about something else, right? Another reason not to visit here. Women, man. Or what you think are women. What you think are women. Right? There's been plenty of times where you'll be like, whoa, whoa. This place is like heavy on transportations, transmissions, transactions, transitions, right? Heavy. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it reminds me of Thailand, right? It reminds me of Thailand, and that's not a good thing. It reminds me of Thailand. Just with the amount of transportations, transmissions, transactions, transitions that are here, guys. Live and direct. It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. And I don't really like being somewhere where you got a 50-50 chance of finding a real woman. I'm just being honest. No, I love Brazil, right? I love the country. This is not my first time here. It's my second time here, right? But I'm not really too fond on places where, and I've asked people, I might post a screenshot, right? I've literally asked women, I say, no disrespect, but were you born a woman, right? I've literally asked more than one woman this, right? Were you born a woman? I'm gonna repeat that again. I've asked more than one woman this. Were you born a woman? Because I really don't know. I really can't tell, man. And you have to ask these questions. Some women get mad, some women get upset, but you have to ask these questions, or you might be on the next episode of Locked Up 24/1. You might be on the next episode of Locked Up Abroad. If you're not into that, if you're into it, hey, judgment free zone, you do what you do, you have a good time here. But a guy like me, I might be on Locked Up Abroad Brazil, right? Might be on Locked Up Abroad Brazil. But back to the topic, there's just so many transitions here that you really don't know what you're talking to. And just like in Thailand, you have to ask these questions, man. You have to ask these questions. And people, you can't tell, or this, that. If I could tell, I wouldn't be asking. And if I have to second guess, right, whether she's a man or a woman for a split second in my mind, if I have to second guess if she's a man or not, that means if you see her, you're going to second guess if she's a man. If he sees her, he's going to second guess if she's a man. If that group of guys sees her, they're going to second guess if she's a man. If I have to second guess for a split second if she's a man or not, you will too. And it's a valid concern for a heterosexual male. It's a valid concern for a man that only loves women. The concern is being tricked. The concern is you pulling your thing out, bam, I'm about to go to work. Transportation pulls this thing out. Now you gotta fight. Now I gotta go left because this can't be the story. The story ain't gonna be I pulled my thing out, they put their thing out, pause, and I kicked them out. No, we gotta fight. If you're a man and you hit me with some okie doke, we gotta fight. We gotta FIGHT into the DEATH. Cause I can't live with myself. Like I can't just get up in the morning. I can't live with myself knowing that something like I can't. Like if you're into that cool judgment free zone, but I can't live with myself knowing that it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I don't have mom deal. I can't live with myself knowing that you tried to okie doke me. And I would never be in that position, pause, because I ask these questions. If I have to second guess it, which you will in real, people don't talk about, I will watch some real videos, right? It's cool. I respect the guys that have been here before me, even though most of them haven't, right? Because when I came to Rio before, I came to see the thing on the hill, the statue on the hill, and I was just chilling. I wasn't even chasing like that, right? So I'm not going to say they were here before me because they weren't, right? Well, COVID. But I respect the guys that have documented Rio before me. I'll say that, documented Rio before me. But they're not talking about that. The guys that saying, come to Rio, 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 women in Rio, 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 the new destination, Rio, Rio, Rio. They're not telling you that some of these women ain't women. Right? Because here's the thing about these clickbait posts or these clickbait videos about Rio. They're telling you enough to get you here. They're telling you enough to make you want to come here. They're showing you the videos and the pictures. Some of those pictures might be a little questionable, honestly, but they're showing you the videos and the pictures, but they're not showing you they had to find 20 women to find one real woman. They're not telling you the transmission problem. It's a lot of things they're not telling you to kind of, mom dear, to kind of deceive you. I need some water. To kind of deceive you. And I'm not looking to deceive you, guys. I'm not looking to deceive you. But I want you to know that there is a transmission problem here. I want you to know that. I want you to know that there's a transmission problem here, and I don't want you to fall victim. And water here. I got some. You gotta shake this water, man. I got some water the other day. I thought it was water. John was like Sprite. Like Mountain Dew. But I don't want you to get the okie doke, right? And it's not often that I go to a place and I got a question, is that a man or a woman? But you got to do this here. You got to do this. And I don't even know this. I want small bottles of water. And I think this is something that's one of these I got in my room, and it's soda. I don't know which one it is. Mineral, natural. Oh, this might be all right. I just don't want you guys. I might just take two. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I don't even want. I'd be mad if I go home and it's that damn Sprite water, that tonic water. Prime example. I don't know what that was. I don't want you guys to be in the same position that I'm in. That's one reason why I don't suggest y'all come to Rio, man. Brazil as a whole, because even prior to me coming here, I had concerns online, right? I had concerns online. I was like, see, I'm walking around Rio, ain't nobody touched my phone yet. I'm not saying no one will, right? I gotta respect, you know what I'm saying? Gotta respect the city, the country, the people. But I'm saying no one hasn't. But I said that to say, that's probably one of the many reasons I don't suggest you coming here, man, because to be honest with you, Rio might be worse than Thailand with the transmissions and transformers and transportations and transitions. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say it again, Rio might be worse than Thailand. And I thought that'd never come out of my mouth because there's a lot of them in Thailand, but Rio might be worse than Thailand with the transportations. And people ain't talking about that in those Rio videos that they're heavy out here. They're heavy. They're pause. They're heavy. It's a lot of them out here, guys. And I don't like being on vacation or leave or living somewhere where I got a 50-50 chance of finding a woman. I don't really like those odds, guys. I do not like those odds where I have a 50-50 chance of finding a real woman. I don't like those odds. And I give y'all a lot of these other YouTubers in Rio, respect to them, man, but they giving y'all what y'all want to hear, man. I'm giving y'all the truth. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not trying to trick you. I don't want you to come here and be surprised. I don't want you to come here and be shocked. I mean, there's a gentleman, I don't know where he's from, and he probably has the best YouTube channel that goes over Rio and Brazil and safety and where to go and bars and things that could happen. He was actually, you know what I'm saying? They got him with the white stuff, but he's probably, and I'm gonna be honest with you, he's probably the best YouTuber out that goes over Brazil. I don't know, I ain't watch all his videos, right? I do follow him, right? But he's probably the best YouTuber out that goes over Brazil. And I do suggest checking out. He's a European guy. You know, I think he has like red in his beard or something. Gold, red, whatever it is. But he's probably, if you were looking for someone to give you some in-depth stuff on Rio, give you everything you need to be successful with regards to Rio, he's definitely that guy. You can probably find him easily, but he's that guy, right? He's that guy. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if he went over the transportations and transmissions, but he, you know, I usually typically don't suggest other YouTubers, right? Because a lot of people just trying to clickbait you and trick you into coming somewhere, and you go there and you're like, I didn't know this was here. I'm not really big on promoting other YouTubers, right? Because I feel like 99% of them tell you what they want you to know, but not everything you need to know, right? They tell you enough to, you know how you train a child or start on a bike with training wheels, but you don't teach them how to turn and directions and braking. Like, they give you just enough. A lot of the YouTubers give you just enough. But I'm gonna give you everything y'all need to know, man. But I'm just giving you a few reasons why you might want to reconsider your thoughts on coming to Rio. You might want to reconsider it. All right, this is my second time here. I'm here for a little while longer. I enjoyed it. I'm going to the beach today. I'm seeing what's up. Might bring someone with me, but it's some better places, man. It's other places where I would suggest you go. I'm just being honest.